Understand? Whether you believe in him or not, his law is, has been enforced, and you have no choice but to follow the law. Whether you like it or don't like it, all of you, all of us, whether Muslim, Christian, Jew, we follow. He makes us to follow. You understand? Whether you like or don't like. There is nobody in this world who can go out of his kingdom. He is the ruler and the ruler of the ruler. All the rulers of the world, he controls them, hold them in his hand. Hand, not like ours. He doesn't have hand like ours. I have said that. I mean, his power and majesty for the four locks. All. And who are the rulers? The rulers are the manifestation of sum total of the deeds of the people. You understand what I'm saying? Nabi Akram said, Ammalukum, Ammal, Ayn, Mim, Alaf, Lam, Ammal. Amal means the ruler, understand? Amal, Ammalukum, Amalukum. Amal, your deeds are your rulers. So in any country where you have good or bad rulers, they are the ultimate manifestation, physical manifestation of your deeds. Bad deeds, bad ruler, good deeds, good ruler. So this is law of Allah. Can you violate that? Nobody can violate the law of Allah. He has enforced this law. He doesn't need to tell people, follow this law. No, they do not know. Whether they believe in it or do not, whether they like it or don't like it, every community gets a ruler according to their deeds. The law. Send whatever they send towards the heaven in the shape of deeds, and from the heavens it comes down in the shape of calamities, disaster, rain, earthquakes, famine, fire, riots, wars, bloodshed, epidemics. Is the law of Allah. Can you change it? Nobody can change it. His is the kingdom of heaven and earth. He is the ruler of the ruler. His is the law which he has enforced upon everybody, from ant to elephant, from human being to all the angels.
قد كفاني علم ربي من سؤالي واختياري فدعائي وابتهالي شاهد لي بافتقاري قد كفاني علم ربي من سؤالي واختياري فدعائي وابتهالي شاهد لي بافتقاري فلهذا السر أدعو في يساري وعساري أنا عبد صار فخري ضمن فقري واضطراري قد كفاني علم ربي من سؤالي واختياري فدعائي وابتهالي شاهد لي بافتقاري يا إلهي ومليكي أنت تعلم كيف حالي وبما قد حل قلبي من هموم واشتغال فتداركني بلطف منك يا مولى الموالي يا كريم الوجه غثني قبل أن يفنى اصطباري قد كفاني علم ربي من سؤالي واختياري فدعائي وابتهالي شاهد لي بافتقاري يا سريع الغوث غوثا منك يدركني سريعا يهزم العسر ويأتي بالذي أرجو جميعا.
This is necessary being. He knows all the leaves on the trees. He knows all the hairs on your head. And this is not difficult. This is the nature of the Creator, the necessary being who relates perfectly to all that exists, in unicity to that one thing, that one selected possibility of infinite possibilities. And this is really important. This also shows us that you have to hold the creation in awe. Don't think that, you're better than anything else. And don't think that we are valuable and other things are not. And as you know, divine knowledge relates to all things necessary, possible, and impossible. Right? And divine speech relates exactly to that also. So what God knows, God speaks about. And the difference between knowledge and speech in our theology is that knowledge manifests. Knowledge makes manifest. Divine speech points to it. Divine speech demonstrates. Divine speech indicates what is in his knowledge. Otherwise, they are essentially the same. And divine speech is a very important attribute of the self. Divine speech, which is an uncreated, eternal attribute of God, is not letters, it is not sounds, it is not Arabic, it is not grammar, it does not have parts. We call it speech because it demonstrates, and it, in the created world, becomes language, and it becomes grammar, and it could be Hebrew or Aramaic or Arabic or whatever God wills it to be. Syriac, which usually in our tradition we say is actually the language of the angels, not of the Syriac speakers. But God has a created speech and he has an uncreated speech. And when we speak of the speech which is his divine attribute, we mean by that the uncreated speech. This is the divine attribute, and it is not sounds, it is not letters, it does not have parts, it does not have grammars. It is a unique indication, that is pre-existent, that is necessary, pre-existent, everlasting, dissimilar, not like anything, not like human speech, and self-sufficient and one, absolutely one. And it discloses everything. And the Quran we refer to as the uncreated speech of God. But we do that because of a great theological argument. And that is that certain sectarians in our history who were not tolerant people, the Mu'tazilis, when they got in power, they declared the Quran was created. And our scholars did not accept that because the created word of the Quran, which is Arabic with different recitations, written with grammar and so forth, it shares perfectly in the uncreated speech. And it is tied to it. It indicates it. And so if you say the Quran is created, you deny that aspect of it that shares in the uncreated word. And we believe that this was the case in the Torah that was revealed to Moses, and in the Psalms that were revealed to David, and in the Gospel that was given to Jesus, and in the scrolls of Abraham, and in all the revealed books, without things ever being hidden to God who knows them. But all things are